This
We
will
get,
record.
yeah, man, we doing it, man. We doing it. It's I don't even.
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
It's Monday. That's
It's Monday.
really the only way we can.
It's Monday. It's holiday. It's Community Coalition show, y'all. Y'all hear this on
Absolutely.
Tuesday, but whatever. It's Monday night.
Yep.
K Wilson, David 2K.
Yep.
Oh man.
What's good, gang?
I know. The energy is low. The vibes are low.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. But you know what? It's all
good though.
It is all good. We here.
Yep.
There's a lot of things we just.
I'm always happy to see you, man. So
you know, yeah. And I was hoping, we were going to transition back. But
we'll get there.
We'll get there, and there's some things in play. We working on this, y'all. So I know, y'all. I know it's almost like you kind of get used to doing Zoom.
Yeah. And honestly, if I'm completely honest, I hate that, but also like it's convenient. So
it is really convenient, really convenient. And so, like I said, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, bro.
Yeah.
But for the time being, we here, and at least we get to at least do this show while we're here. So, but it's all good though, man. It's okay. We can jump right in. Let's start off. It is Memorial Day.
Yes.
So I think if nothing else, I would like to shout out all of our servicemen, women, who have, one, laid down their lives.
Yeah.
So we honor those.
Absolutely.
Also honor those who, even served. So I think about like my family members. My grandfather served, even in Korean War. My dad served for a little bit. So, the people that came before us, the people that are in it.
Right.
I tell you, I had the pleasure talking to a Marine this weekend.
Oh wow.
Charles DeRiley.
Cool.
And it was just a dope conversation, just to get perspective of someone who has served, who has been all over the globe serving, a brother, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a dope conversation to have. And it wasn't like it was because of the holiday or anything. It was just timing and how it worked out. But that was just a cool conversation. It kind of really, like, I'll be honest. Again, here we go. I'm not a big government holiday dude.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I totally understand it, especially like I think about it in like I really think about it in like, oh, it's another day that I don't have to go to school. Dope.
Yeah.
Like that's how I always looked at it, kind of. But now that I'm older, I'm kind of seeing like I see the importance in it, and then also I see the inequalities in it.
Yes.
Like I see its shortcomings.
Yeah. I'm naturally defiant by nature, right? So anytime somebody tells me to do something, I don't like to do it.
Right.
So like, oh, you have to recognize on this day. And my whole thing is like, when I was younger, like, why? Why this day? I can do it every day, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But as I'm getting older, I still kind of feel that way. But I do get the fact of like stopping, reflecting. There's a moment in time to do that,
Right.
And I do see value in that. And so, like I said, in that conversation kind of brought me there, like it kind of, I see this, I feel this, this is like tangible.
Right.
So it was cool.
Understand the importance in it.
Yeah, especially like a day like Memorial Day, which I do feel like has purpose.
Right.
Rather than like Valentine's Day. Yeah, you go ahead on Valentine's Day. You can go ahead on
money maker.
All money makers. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna go down the whole thing about holidays. There are some that I'm just like, come on, fam, like why? But okay, fine, whatever. At least people get days off work. But this one,
right?
This is one of the ones I'm like, I get it. I get it. I'm kind of glad we do this.
Right.
So cool. So again, shout outs to, we're honoring all of our servicemen, servicewomen.
Absolutely. Shouts to my godfather, Bob Fox. He was a veteran. And shout outs to my brother Ives. He's serving in the what's it called, in the Marines.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, and for families too.
Yeah.
The families who, if you have a loved one that is serving, has served, like it's different, y'all. Mm-hmm. It's a family thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you're supporting that person's abroad. They may be somewhere else. They're not home. It's stressful. It's scary.
Right.
You know, so it is a big deal. It is a big deal.
Absolutely.
You know, so matter of fact, it's crazy. You know, the last couple of weeks, one of my homies, we got a chance to kick it. I haven't kicked it with him for a long time because he's actually been serving.
Right.
You know, so now he's home. He's done. Like he's, you know, working home, like in the area now. And it was like, you know, you miss people.
Yeah,
my man. Like,
right. And, especially during this time.
Yeah, and just getting a chance to catch up. But I love hearing, not like the military story, like the military aspect of it, but I love to hear about how they got to travel, the opportunities, the things. So like the advantages of some of this stuff too, just from serving. Especially I think about some brothers who may not have ever had that opportunity other ways.
Yeah.
And so they kind of use the military to their advantage to grow, educate themselves, different opportunities. They see the world, you travel. Right. So I'm like, you know, I get that.
Right.
So man, it's been cool. I have had the
pleasure. You get to hear about like your homies that like were maybe some were stationed in Japan, someone was stationed in Singapore, someone was stationed in like maybe France or something. Yeah. And you just get to hear about their experiences. You get to hear about like how they had to report every day. And then like on their off days, they would like hang out with people and like do certain things.
Yeah. I mean, dude I talked to this weekend said he almost 40 countries he served in. 40, y'all.
That's crazy.
Like your little trip to Tulum ain't doing nothing. 40.
So Tulum ain't doing nothing.
Ain't doing nothing on 40 countries, dog. Like, so I was proud to hear that, you know. So I was asked like, and it's not like where'd you go and all that, but like, you know, what are the places that inspire? What were the most, you know, meaningful, impactful places you've been? Like, right. You know. And so what do you say? All of them. That's what he told me. He said all of them, man.
Right.
So I feel you.
It's, especially since that you get to leave the U.S. and then you get to see how other countries see the U.S.
Yeah, it is exploring. To me, that's exploring, and I love exploring. I know we talked about that last pod, so it was like, you know, it's an experience, and I know not everyone has the same experience,
right?
You know, but just the opportunity. Man, you gotta be yawning. Yawning is contagious, man.
I'm sorry.
I know,
bro. I'm sorry. No, bro. I saw you do it earlier. I was like, I was trying to keep it in. Then it came out. I'm sorry.
I be struggling too. I be struggling. But this time tonight,
that's why I got this hot tea here. That's why I got this water here. Like, I'm trying, bro.
I know. No, it's all good. I saw your mouth start to quiver, and I was like, oh no. Oh man. So that's all good. We here. Raw, community show, raw, unedited, all that jazz. We no filter. We yawns. We don't cut those out.
Yeah.
So that was one thing.
All on the track.
Yeah.
Call me Diddy. Call me Diddy because I'm yawning all over the track.
Oh man.
What's up?
You don't want your producer yawning in the videos.
You don't want your producer yawning all over the track, sneezing all over the microphone. Come to Blast Score.
Yo. Can we talk about how gross sneezing on a microphone is, yo? You know how nasty that is? Like,
hey man, just to be, hey, mine is covered.
It has to be. You like, but still, like, you ever just look at somebody like, what was I? I was actually in a recording session sometime with somebody, I'm not gonna say who. And they was rapping. And they was rapping, spitting on the mic, everything. Like, you got everything.
Right.
Oh, it was gross. It was gross. You can see it, like whoever got follow you, like
the fact that you could see it, that's
what I'm saying. Like, one man was going in, like, it was passionate, and it was this. I was like, yeah, get another mic. So yeah.
But also, I see. Here's one of the most important things you learn in school about audio. You don't have to be all up on the mic.
I know, but see,
that's not supposed to be all up on the mic.
But people don't know that.
Yeah,
that's why you can tell who's trained or not.
Right.
You know. Oh, it's so annoying. Oh goodness, that's the whole goal of a mic. That's the whole purpose of the mic. That you have to be yelling into it the whole time.
Right. You get different mic. There are different types of mics that get different types of signals.
Yeah.
There are cardioids. There are direct mics. There are condensers. There are. I mean, I could geek out right now. And
I was about to say you really
and dynamic range, and let me not.
You really was going there.
I have honestly, I have more knowledge than I should because I took classes that I didn't need, but also I know all this stuff for a reason.
No, as you should.
That's just it.
As you should. I mean, that's your world. So yeah, you got to know this stuff, right?
Right. Hashtag Bay Area, hire me.
Wow. Yeah. Let me keep it moving though. So, talk about Memorial Day. Man, okay, a couple things here. I do want to go on. What is it? This you said this out. Is it the 100th anniversary?
Yeah.
Of the Tulsa Massacre. Another one, which is I saw this a couple of days ago. I know there's some more documentaries. I know Russell Westbrook just produced one. I think he executive produced one that just came out.
Right.
I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet.
Me neither.
But this is one of those things that just, oh man, frustrates and continues to frustrate me.
Right.
And it's like the more information that comes out,
the more you learn about it.
The more, and it's just
which is why I keep going back to the point of we just got to burn this whole thing down. But also, I understand why we can't do that.
I mean, okay, this is layered.
There's levels to this.
There's level. First of all, let's talk about Tulsa. Just like imagine this. We if you don't know what happened, I'm not gonna go into detail. It's not gonna be that documentary.
Watch the documentary.
Yeah, it's out there. It's out there. And like I said, so what they call Black Wall Street, pretty much a city.
Black Wall Street.
Pretty much a fully functional city for Black folks. We had everything there we needed.
Right.
I think the concept of they just won't leave us alone.
Yeah.
And it still goes on to this day.
Yeah.
And this is something we've talked about on this show.
Yep.
In bits and pieces
last week.
Yeah. Like, think about this concept. We find Black people finally get to a point where it's like, you know what? We're going to start this little pocket over here. We're not going to bother nobody. We're going to set up our own systems, our own infrastructure, fully functioning city.
We are literally minding our business,
trying to
business. Just trying to understand things and learn how to do things for ourselves and get by.
And what happens? And then not only do
what y'all doing over there?
So think about this. Not only what y'all doing over there, because the white folks show up and they big mad, big hate to the utmost.
Right, because it started to do better.
That they devise a plan to destroy it. And I'm not like destroyed isn't even it's not even a word that does it justice.
Right. That's
when they say massacre, like massacre. And I'm not just talking about they came and right. Think about this. They bombed the city. Mm-hmm. Who bombed the city?
White people.
Yeah, but it wasn't just regular white people. Jeffro and his shotgun in the backyard ain't got bombs. He ain't got planes. You know what I'm saying? Bro. Like the Hayfields and the McCoys and them, they ain't got that kind of firepower. Mm-hmm. He might have a little hunting rifle and all that. He got some bullets, but he ain't got no planes and bombs. Who did that? Who got that kind of firepower, y'all?
The U.S. military?
Yeah. Like I said, Cletus and them ain't got that. Mm-hmm. Think about how
I'm sorry. I'll always laugh at the name Cletus.
Cletus, oh, that's so hilarious.
I'm so sorry.
But
I'm sorry.
That's how deep this goes, y'all. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that's talked about enough.
Right.
Everyone makes it seem like, the little town folk came in and was mad, mm-hmm. and they shot everything. No, no. Mm-mm.
Right. And this was real life. Like this exact thing happened in the Hunger Games when the people were like trying to get to the gate. They're like, "Hey, y'all come in." And then guess who flies over? Oh, hey, it's the Capitol.
Yeah.
They're dropping stuff. They look like pods for food or something. Turns out they're bombs.
Yeah. Like, and it's not the first time. It's not the last time. But just the concept, this is what gets me. This is what gets me thinking, like, do you really think they gonna lay down and be like, all right, y'all got it. Go ahead and just, be equal and do what you want. We want y'all to be human beings too. We want y'all to be equal. No. They don't want that for us.
And then stop shooting us.
They're not. No, see, that's the thing. We keep going back and asking the same people who are killing us to say, stop, please, no. They're not. They don't want to. And this is what kills me. Every time I see something like people get appalled, and they get upset and they get outraged. Why would they do this? Why would they do this?
We know why.
We know why. Plan A isn't working for us, y'all.
Right.
Equality and fighting the government. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but it's not working.
Also, like, it was never made to work for us.
But that's the thing.
And we talked about that.
We have. So my thing is, like, when we gonna come up with Plan B? Like I said, we've been on the same plan for a minute now. Mm-hmm. We're asking the same people who oppress us for a bone.
Right.
We're asking them to understand. They don't want to. They don't give a damn about understanding. They don't give a damn about caring. They don't. Or else it would have happened by now.
Right.
Would have happened by now, probably. This is my opinion. This is what I'm just saying. So what's Plan B? I don't like so my thing is like, okay, so let's say we get enough black people to come together and we try Tulsa again. Let's say we pick a small city, pick a small town in the U.S., and let's say we try it again.
Let's go Oakland.
Nah, Oakland's too big.
Too big?
I think Oakland's too big. Like, I think we're going to start, like, I mean, it'll be great. It'll be great. It'd be great.
It'd be amazing.
It would. But we set up shop somewhere they not. Like, completely not. You know? What do you think they're going to do? What do you think they're going to do? They think, y'all got it? Go ahead. Y'all straight over there. We leave y'all alone.
Oh, this is Compton? Oh, I've heard about this in Dr. Dre songs. I heard they be shooting stuff and everything.
No, because you know what?
I see that you guys set up shot here.
And it's funny you say that too. Because they won't leave us alone in the hood either.
Right.
They won't.
Guess what happens every time the hood starts to do maybe just a little better?
They sprinkle a little crack on it. Like,
not even that. Oh, y'all hear about that new Whole Foods over there?
Oh, and that's what's starting to happen too. Like, so it's like we're damned if we do, we're damned if we don't here.
Right.
You know, what are we supposed to do? And because they don't have their thumb on, that's the whole thing. This is where like power and control comes into place. Because they don't have their thumb on, they can't make money off of it. Which is why they continuously try to keep us divided. They don't want us to unify because that's what we would do. We would come up with our own little spots.
Right. And then, like, I'm not sure if I know you remember, but I'm not sure if the listeners remember. There was one episode where we talked about how like gentrification is planned way ahead.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
And it blew my mind.
Yeah.
Like the fact that, oh, you're gonna take this little spot and turn it into, you're gonna turn South Hayward into Sohay. Like
jazzy name,
which is happening right now, literally. And you're gonna put all these nice apartments all over, and you're gonna like put all these little shops there, and then you're gonna say, oh, don't worry, you can come back once we finish doing everything.
Yeah,
but guess what, we can't you jack up the prices so that a certain people can afford it.
Yeah, and that's going to continue to happen. So my thing is, okay, you push us out, we go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You push us out, cycle continues.
Right.
So at what point do we say, F this? That's my thing. Like, we know what they're going to do. We continue how it's going. We know their tactics. We know what they're going to do. Right. What are we going to do? I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
We should do
bounce,
sprinkle a little crack on it,
and bounce.
I mean, okay. So here's what I'm thinking right now, because you already know like the mentalities I've had, and especially if you've listened to the show, you always know like the plans that I keep saying. Like, I'm like, we gotta burn this whole thing down. We gotta, but like, I think that's literally the solution.
Yeah,
because like, not only that, but like, I think we need to combine these plans. We need to destroy that community and then
bounce. I'm telling you. So like, I asked myself the question, and I know it's way more layered than this. I know it's way more difficult than this. Why are we here?
I know.
Why are we still here?
I know it too. I'm just, this is just my brain like thinking about it.
So I'm gonna throw this question out there. Mm-hmm. Like I said, why are we still here? What compels Black people to stay?
Because for some of us, this is the only home that we know.
True.
And then also because we know about slavery, and we know like about the elimination of racial identity that we have, and we know about, sorry, not racial identity. I want to say racial ethnicity.
Yeah. We can take that racial, and go.
Yeah.
You can pack all that up and bounce.
Yeah.
Take it with us. This is my thing. Like, you know, I know as a whole group of people, this is way easier said than done. So I'm still gonna say it though.
Absolutely.
Like, we'll travel abroad. Mm-hmm. We'll live we'll travel, we'll live other places and stuff like that. Like, mm-hmm. I think it's a lot easier to let it go. Mm-hmm. I do.
Than to keep trying to get ahead, I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to keep up with this whole rat race type mentality that we have right now, we should just bounce, start totally afresh, find an island, find a country.
It's a lot of land out. It's a lot of land out here, y'all.
There is.
There's a, you know, I mean, I'm not going to say this like the whole back to Africa movement, you know, in that sense, but I will say this, that it's a lot of people that look like us.
Right. Marcus Garvey wasn't wrong.
I sometimes it's just, I look at it like as a whole race of people, this isn't working for a large majority of us.
Right.
I don't know, man. So like going back to Tulsa, like I see stuff like that. And to me, it's just another reminder of the great lengths they're willing to go to keep us down.
Right.
That's the type of stuff that's scary, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we ain't fighting you back. Like me not fighting you back. We're like, we finally got a spot where like, we're just gonna do it over here.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do it over here. We're not bothering anybody.
Right.
But the fact that you hate us so much,
mm-hmm.
nah, man. So at some point, like, why you want, and the fact that too, I know if we bounce, we would cripple this country, and we know that too.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
Oh yeah.
So you talk about sprinkle some crack on it and bounce. Yeah, yeah. Like that would be the biggest sprinkle ever. Like, man. Let's go ahead and crush this economy real quick on the way out. We're gonna go build it back up over here. But we know, like,
and you know what that is? That's that scorched earth mentality.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like
it's almost like 40. It's like sprinkle me, man.
Yeah. I kind of equate this to like maybe people understand this too. A toxic relationship. You have an abuser. Wow. Let's say you got an abusive husband, boyfriend, whatever. I'm just gonna keep beating on you, and I'm abuse you, or verbally abuse. I'm doing all this stuff, and then,
you know what? Sadly, in our situation, I don't think it's a boyfriend. It's a girlfriend, because there's no way. And this might sound a little funny, but
you about to get in trouble.
I will. But also, there's absolutely no way you come out of this where you're right.
Yeah, that sounds like yeah. I'm gonna shut up though. No, because think about it. You can't escape. So it's like, so think about Black people. We have tried to communicate. We've tried to talk it out. Mm-hmm. We tried to sit down and be rational. That ain't work. Partner ain't working. They ain't trying to hear it. They don't understand. Can't stand. So then, okay, we tried to go do it on our own. Yep. What'd you do? You went and beat up the boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? You went and beat up the other one.
Right.
So now it's like at some point.
And what happens when you do that? Then police come looking for you. They say, hey, we know that you were trying to defend somebody, but that person is now severely injured. So you got to come in.
You never seen that movie Obsessed?
Yeah.
We got crazy white chick. Idris Elba, he trying to mind his business. He trying to be good husband, good dude. Crazy white chick won't leave him alone.
He got Beyonce.
At home, and she won't leave him alone.
He is good. He ain't looking for.
She doing all this crazy stuff. She's provoking. Now she trying to ruin my man's life. Mm-hmm. United States, you are obsessed. You're obsessed with us.
Man.
Think about it. Black people are not obsessed with the United States. You don't like. We're just trying to mind our damn business. We try to be Idris Elba. We try to mind our business, go about our day, be good husband, make the best career, try to do it the best we can. And absolutely. Here she come. Like, that's what this is. That's why I say, like, at some point when it's like we gotta bounce, we gotta go. We gotta get as far away as possible from this chick. Mm-hmm. We gotta get this crazy bitch. We gotta get away from her.
Right. Because then she'll come around, she'll be like, hey.
Not only will she be, hey, she's gonna try to destroy your life, she's gonna go to your job.
Right.
She gonna take your job, you was doing all types of stuff.
She's gonna destroy your credit.
Yeah, like she everything. What is the ultimate destroy? Bomb. I'm gonna bomb you. Like, think about this.
Why did you set my car on fire? You didn't need to do that.
Like, because
this is my sister. Why did you?
This is how crazy this is, y'all. Like, and this is why I don't think Tulsa gets talked about enough. I think
Tulsa isn't in history books, right?
No, they didn't even acknowledge it till a little bit later. They didn't officially acknowledge it.
I was never told about Tulsa in history class.
Oh no, they ain't gonna tell us that. They ain't gonna tell us that.
I mean, I know that I wasn't in like the high up classes, but I know that I wasn't taught that.
No. I mean, one day we gonna have that show on history and how it was told to us. One day we're gonna have to have that talk
about y'all's boy, Christopher Columbus.
I mean, not even just him, but how slavery was so watered down. They worked the fields. We brought him here. They ain't gonna detail how heinous and nasty and sick and evil it was.
Right. Or they migrated here and then.
Yeah, they made it, it was bad. Oh, it was bad. Okay, moving on. Like, no.
Ain't no moving on.
Ain't no move on. So, like, yeah, we need to, like, so I'm gonna make a big deal of Tulsa today.
Right.
Because we need to think about this, y'all. We need to think about this. Black people need to think about this.
Absolutely.
What do you think they're gonna do to you? And this is why I don't care how much money I make, I'm never gonna be comfortable. Because at one point, if one of them deems that you're doing too much, they're gonna do what they gotta do to get you up out of here. No, man. No, like that's why it's like, why are we still here? What are we still doing here?
Right.
Like, I don't know. We put all this effort in fighting the same people that are not going to do it for us.
Right.
Because it's not in their best interest. So, do I want to say this?
Before you say it, let me just say, if you're trying to convince somebody that's already made up their mind about something, why are you still trying to convince them?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Don't waste your breath.
Yeah.
Because there have been times where I'm trying to talk to somebody, and I can see that there's absolutely no convincing them. So why am I still talking? I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna mind my business, and maybe that will lead to something.
Yeah.
But as soon as that becomes something, then, oh hey, I actually remember us talking about that one thing that you were not. It's too late for that.
Too late. So I don't know. I know these are extremes, but it's like I think it's time we start having these conversations and thoughts. I do. I really do.
Right. We should.
Because I mean, have we ever really deeply thought about the perspective of white privilege?
I don't think we have.
In the United States, they're at the top of the food chain. No one's willing to relinquish that.
Actually, I feel like that's part of like that thing that we were always told, that U.S. is at the top of the food chain.
No, I'm not saying the U.S. on a global scale. I'm talking about white people in the United States, where everything is designed for them. It was set up by them. It was designed for them. It's enforced for them. Like, we're not talking to morally sound people.
Right.
We're just not. We're talking to the same people that brought us here to be slaves, that didn't consider us people. Right. And even when they tried, and even when on paper they said, okay, now we'll consider you people, they did all this underhand backhand stuff to still not do it. Like, so why exactly do we think these are the same people that's going to be like, okay, we're done, it's cool, my bad, y'all? Don't know.
My dad?
But that's what it's like. We don't even get my bad. Like, so when do we think that's going? Like, when do we think that's going to happen?
Because to me, if someone in history was like, "Oh, you guys were actually supposed to do this." Oh, my bad. You're getting throat punched.
But that's what they do. Native Americans. My bad.
No, you getting
sorry.
Throat punched.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. Yes, we want to throat punch, but like, we don't even get to my bad.
We don't.
Another thing that pissed me off too, and I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it again. Was it last week? They signed a bill, legislation, enforcing, I guess, was it like hate crimes against Asian Americans?
Mm-hmm.
Cool for Asian Americans. Mm-hmm. It's great.
It's amazing.
What about black people? So the black man, I saw that and I was like, damn, getting hate crimes too. Like, how about you just make hate crimes illegal, like enforced for everybody?
Mm-hmm. I thought all lives mattered.
They don't. Not to them. Being honest, come on. Like that's what I'm saying. We go to the same people that we talk this stuff. Oh, damn. Mm-hmm. So again, here we are again. And I hate to say it, and it's not just us. Like I said, we had to go through this with them. Native Americans.
My bad. The only reason I said that was because that's the mentality that they're supposed to, that they allegedly have, but it's not. It's really, oh, all lives matter when it matters.
Well, it's a deflection tactic to try to discredit Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. Right. It's a little rally cry they can't go behind. Mm-hmm. But no, I mean, like I said, I'm going back to Native Americans. Talk about us. Talk about completely coming to somebody's spot and just bogarting their whole spot, killing everybody, wiping everything out, your way of life, the whole nine. Like,
and being like, oh, hey, this place is nice.
Did they even get in my bad? They ain't even get in my bad.
This is ours now.
Yeah. They ain't even get in my bad. Like, how about y'all come with us? Mm. How about we all just scoot up out of here?
Please, let's go. We out.
Like, yeah. Like, I don't know. This is like, I know I'm probably sounding real radical right now. I know I'm probably turning some people off right now. I know there's a lot of.
I feel like this needs to be said, because if it isn't said, then, or at least if it isn't said out loud, then it'll just rattle in people's minds and be like,
it'll be business as usual. We'll just keep going back to business as usual.
Right. And it'll just be a thought, and
that's what I'm saying.
It will never get done.
Yeah, this is plan A.
Absolutely.
Plan A is to try to, fight for our rights, fight for equality, things like that, which is great. But like I said, at what point does we sit down as people be like, yo, plan A working? That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I don't know. I could go into this all day.
I was about to be like, it's
time for.
I was about to say Plan F.
Yeah, I mean
fuck all this. We about to burn all this shit down, and y'all can start over, but we out.
Yeah, at some point, like I said, at some point, do you be like, you know what, y'all got you cool, all right? Mm-hmm. You got it. That's okay. That's one of my favorite things. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna say, you will argue with somebody, or go back and forth with somebody. You're right.
You did the conversation. You bow out because you're right, and then
they gotta come back to you later.
Yeah.
You got it, Slim. All right, yeah. No, go ahead. You got it.
Yeah.
You right though. I even say it. You right.
Right. Like, and there could be times where maybe you aren't even right, and you could say, you know what, you got it.
You got it. You got it. Your world.
Mm-hmm. I can't tell you the amount of times where I was on Twitter arguing with somebody, and then I was like, oh, you know what, that makes sense. All right, you got it.
Yeah.
And then somebody else will come back and be like, look at this. No,
yeah.
But I mean, it happens.
Yeah. At some point, like I said, I learned this a long time ago when I was a little bit younger.
Mm.
It's far more powerful than to ignore somebody.
Oh, absolutely.
Than to sit there, argue, fight. Because once you get anger and emotion into it, like life lesson, y'all. Life lesson. If you're arguing, you talk to somebody, gets escalated. Once the anger, once the emotion starts to come out, the message and the conversation of what you were trying to get across is lost at that point.
Right.
So now it's just anger and emotion. It's that part is taking over. And once that takes over,
like if I could be, oh wait, sorry, finish your point.
No, I'm just saying, like once it takes over, that's it. So if you kill it before it gets there, as if it dead it before it gets there, you take the power back. Because once you start getting angry, once you start getting upset, for most people they can't control it, and now you've given your power to that person.
Right.
You've put your life and your situation into that person's hands. They controlling you like a puppet at that point. You know?
And that's why I'm starting to like, it's sad, but like I'm starting to like let go of my emotions, kind of. Cause like I see it as like, oh, there's no point in this. Because if I start to feel any type of way, you're either gonna use that to either ridicule me or you're gonna use it to cry victim.
Yeah.
And either way, now I'm the bad guy.
Yeah. And that's why it's power. That's what I'm saying, like the emotion, the anger, all that stuff that comes up. That is your power.
Absolutely.
You know? So if you don't give it away, it don't be that serious most of the time.
Right.
Not that serious.
Never. Well, I mean sometimes, but it's not worth it.
Sometimes like I said, what started it may have been but once you get to the point, you gotta see big picture. If I pop off, what happens? If I fight this person, what happens? I do all this, what happens? You know, it may be a moment of time where everything is heightened, it's escalated, you know, and all that. But once it's over with, now you got to deal with reality of what just happened.
Right.
So
if I knock this sucker out, yeah, I'm gonna feel better. But at the same time, now that person's on the ground. Now I'm gonna be on World Star, and now I might get arrested.
You're probably gonna get arrested. Then after everything that comes along with that, go ahead and get some charges, jail time, all that stuff, fines, whatever. Or like I've seen this too. You knock somebody out and you damn near kill them.
Yeah.
Like, now you sit in a jail cell for 5 years. Someone wasn't really worth it. Nah, man.
It wasn't.
It don't be. So, nah, we can take that back. And that's what's crazy too. That's why, even with social media, I have to get off social media sometimes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I see little incidents, petty, dumb stuff, really. Be dumb stuff.
Absolutely.
And hear the conversation, or you read the comments. I would have knocked her out. You gonna do that? I would have knocked her. Shut up, y'all.
Guess what? I wanted to.
But that's the thing, like,
but you know how bad that would have looked?
The instigators, the I should have, would have, I can't stand those people. I would have did this, I would have did that. No. Probably wouldn't have even that situation because everybody talks that trash. Very few people really do it.
Absolutely.
But that's why that stuff will keep people riled up too.
Yeah.
That's why stay up. social media responsibly. That's all I gotta say. That's the best way I can say it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Social media responsibly.
Social media responsibly. All right. Yeah, I okay. But okay, back to Tulsa. I just want to say a couple of things. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of good information out there. So educate, read up on this stuff. I think it's like I said, we don't get this history in school. So at some point, we got to get it in. Right. I think once you start learning about these things, you'll start learning about some of the other situations that have happened.
Absolutely.
But I think this is an important part of our history. And I think the more people are educated on this stuff, I think the more people will begin to start figuring out how they're going to move.
Right. Because once you figure that out, you might be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, I can't stop yawning. It's crazy. What else we got? I know. I know we got a whole list.
We got a whole mess of Bobs and Karens, man.
Let's do Bobs and Karens since we already talked about ignorance.
Yeah.
I've seen some. What you got? I see you got a whole list.
Yeah. Damn. This is a whole list. And this would have been, when I say that you and I would have been laughing in the room, like we would have been dying. But let's start off with the Karen that goes to an HBCU that did that video. Okay. That flexed her privilege, let her privilege show a little bit.
Okay.
And was talking all spicy about, oh yeah, I go to the HBCU, yeah, and like I'm in the sorority and everything, and I'm great, I'm awesome. And then the old girl kind of ripped her a new one, which was great to see.
Yeah.
But also now she looks like the instigator. But also, if you really read between the lines, her girl made some points.
Okay.
Like you took a spot away from someone that might have really needed that.
Yeah.
Like you can literally go to any school you want, but you chose an HBCU. a space that's created for Black people. And you're like, hey, you know what? Let me waltz up in here, see what's going on.
That goes back to the whole Tulsa point. Like, they don't give a damn about that spot for a Black person.
Right.
They don't care about that spot for Black. That was all for them. Infiltrate. Try to get the Black experience. When the Black experience, come out of the hood for a couple of days. We'll show you the Black experience.
Right.
But that's what it looked like. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a problem.
Like let me not say that.
Just leave us alone. How about that? Just leave us alone.
Yeah. Stay on your side. We'll stay on ours.
Yeah.
Yo, do you remember the movie Maniac McGee?
No, I never saw.
Did you read the book? It was about a white kid that he runs really fast. Let me not get into, if you know about Maniac McGee, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Let me not get into that. Let's continue. This one was really bad. The Karen that adopted a 6-year-old and used her for medical fraud. So apparently this girl was completely healthy. But Karen here made her be like, hey, you gotta take all these drugs. You gotta have some of these procedures. You're gonna be a Make-A-Wish kid. Like, she made her do all of that stuff.
Oh, so let me be clear. Was this a black kid?
Yes. Little girl.
Could have adopted a white girl, right?
Yes.
Enough said.
Enough said.
Enough said. Because for them, yeah. Damn, God forbid they destroy a white life. Oh my gosh. Because again, that's how they view us. So yeah, you know what? Enough said. Enough said.
Yep. And then
Great left to do anything.
There was a Texas Bob. There was a Bob from Texas that was arrested for planning a mass shooting.
Again.
Remember that one segment that we wanted to start? Oh, if that was me, I would have been shot.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I mean, any one of these, pick one of these, we've been shot.
You're not wrong.
Planning, yeah.
And then saw a video of a Bob that was a policeman that stopped a guy for no reason, told dude to get out of the car. I think he was a taxi driver. He was stopped. He was told to get out of the car. He was trying to ask, why are you stopping me? For what reason? I think the guy was Middle Eastern. And then he gets arrested. And the charge was for resisting arrest. Yeah, we know how that goes.
Yeah. Because they're just going to do what they want and expect you to lay down.
Right. And then for this last Bob, let's go to the NBA.
Oh, we got a couple of them.
And we're going to talk about the Bob that threw a bottle at Kyrie.
I mean, okay. Bob threw a bottle at Kyrie. The other one threw popcorn on Russell Westbrook.
Yep.
They spit on Trae Young in New York. Like,
you know what's funny? And my dad mentioned this. Do y'all remember what Metal World Peace's real name is?
Oh yeah, Ron
Artest.
I mean,
and do you remember why Ron Artest wasn't in the NBA for a while? Because dude threw a bottle at him.
Well, I mean,
and Ron Artest said, "Oh, it's like that." Word.
Let's go back to that whole incident because it was funny. We were talking about this on Twitter earlier.
Malice in the Palace.
If y'all don't remember the brawl at Auburn Hills at the Detroit game, I think, and I said this too. I was like, I hope we're not heading to another one of those. But I can tell you, I can imagine what it's like being a professional athlete. Man, I just had an incident. My homie's telling me his daughter. We had the youth soccer game. One of the parents calling them bitches and stuff. Yo, like,
hey yo,
they aggressive because they black, stuff like that.
No lie, if you call my daughter a bitch, we fighting.
Yeah, it's on the popping. Yeah, so like I remember as a kid, people say all types of stuff to you. I'm talking about kid playing basketball, high school, middle school, like. So again, it spills out to the places we go. Again, you think at the end of the day, because you play ball, they root for you because you black? No, they root for you because you playing for their team. And the minute you do something they don't like, you go back to being a nigga.
Right.
Like,
and this is, I hate to say it, but like, I know the two places that it specifically happens in are Utah and Boston.
If you've ever been to one of those, I've been to Boston. Boston is a very uncomfortable place for me. I don't like to go to Boston. For real.
I've wanted to go to Boston, and then I was like, "Oh, it's like that."
No, I don't like Boston.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
But I think again, just the athletes part of this, like, just go back to people thinking they can do whatever they want.
Right.
Also, too, it's a game. Like, and I know people gamble, people got money and interest and stuff like that. It is, to me, this goes to show how fragile someone's mental health can be.
Right.
And it turns to total disregard for somebody. You think pouring popcorn on someone is not that serious, so you have popcorn pouring on you. Spitting at this point, I don't care, is illegal. It should be criminal. You should be locked up for real. Off rip. Right. Have somebody throw a bottle at you. Like, see how that go. You don't know what it is. That's another thing too. Like, you sitting there trying to play ball. You don't know a bottle's coming at you. You don't know what it is. You just know something hit you or caught near you. You don't know what it is.
Right.
Like, so all these incidents, like, I don't know. They know what they're doing.
Right.
And if, again, you can't keep your emotions and your privilege in check as a human being, you don't need to be walking these streets.
Right.
You want to talk about jail and who needs to be locked up. If you can't handle yourself in a humane way, you need to be locked up. Yeah. That's just how I feel. That's human decency 101.
Right. Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yes,
we were taught that in elementary school.
But like at a sporting event, you that mad? You that mad your team lost? You shouldn't be gambling, fam. That's like, and if you're not, you've really got a problem.
Right.
There's certain teams I love, but when they lose, I ain't losing no sleep.
Right.
I'm a huge Steelers fan. But if the Steelers lose, I'm still good. Yeah. Because it's just a game.
Right.
You know, like, it's cool to root for them. It's cool to have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? But I have no ties in my life to it.
Right.
Don't, you know, like, I don't know. Another thing too, when's the last time you heard people, like black people, heckling white people at games? I ain't never heard it. I don't know. Maybe it's happened. I'm pretty sure it's happened, but
yeah.
I don't know. It's just, like I said, I hope it doesn't get to a point, because I don't want to see players get punished for retaliating. Like, I watched Russell Westbrook when they threw popcorn. They had to get him. Mm-hmm. He was about to go back up there. He had to get him.
Right.
And then he goes up there.
There was about to be another Malice in the Palace.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I said. I said, it looks like we're gearing up for another one of these. Think about it. It's high emotional times. It's highly charged. It's highly racial.
Right.
Like.
And also, let's not forget, Russell Westbrook is a basketball player. They pay him to be in shape for the season.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think for anybody that's out there doing this stuff, go back and watch the full film of Auburn Hill, the Malice at the Palace. Go back and watch how many people got their ass whipped. Like, Jermaine O'Neal was out there, Steven Jackson, Ron Artest, they was out there getting busy.
Man,
you talk all that trash until a big 6'8", 220-pound dude walk up on you. Mm-hmm. You ain't got nothing for that.
Right. Like, if you watch not First Take, if you watch NBA on TNT with Charles and Shaq, they used to fight on the court.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Notorious.
But I'm saying, like, I watched this
get in fights all the time.
Yeah, like, I watched this one clip. Like, it was a football game. I forget who the football player was. This dude is talking big trash. He's yelling, he's screaming, all types of stuff. And before he sit on the bench, mind his business, not in the game right now. Because he gets tired, he heard it. What'd you say? And he gets up and he walks to the crowd. I mean, back to the to the stands. Mm-hmm. Security didn't stop him. Security didn't stop him. And then once he got to the dudes, oh, you suck, all this stuff. As soon as he got up on him, don't touch me.
Oh,
start crying.
Bro, if I still got my helmet on, yeah.
He ain't even like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all talking trash until you realize these some grown ass men. Like these are not regular sized, regular strength dudes. And that's what I'm saying. It's easy to talk from behind when you up in the stands or you behind the computer screen until that dude's up in your face. Mm-hmm. Like I said, Russell Westbrook is 6'3", 6'4" walking muscle. Mm-hmm. Think Kyrie small. Kyrie's still 6'3". Yeah. And Trae Young might TV, and Trae Young might slump you too. Keep playing.
Yo, real quick. We actually no. But did you see the video of DC Young Fly knocking somebody out?
No, I didn't
on
see.
stage in Oakland.
No.
So, and this very much told me that DC about that life. Like he isn't just talking.
But that's the thing. I think a lot of people think that celebrities and athletes and stuff, I think they think that they're not human beings at the end of the day.
Right.
A lot of these dudes is real cats from real places. Like, they had to fight. A lot of them. You think because you see them now and they
had to learn.
They had to learn. Like some of these situations, you didn't make it to where you made it because you were soft. Mm-hmm. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I've seen a couple of them dudes walk up on some of them cats. But that's the nature too. That's what people piss me off because like they do it when they feel like they're safe. Like that guy, he was, oh man, I wish I could find that clip. He had the football game, yelling and screaming until the player got up. He thought he was safe. He thought security was going to save him. No. Security acted like they didn't see nothing. Then this whole tone, this whole attitude changed. And even that's in the world too. Like, it's frustrating. And then it goes back to the point that I always say too, that if player puts his hands on fan, player is wrong. Because again, it goes back to the point where it's like, oh, it's not supposed to be that serious, but it's people get tired, man.
Yeah, they need to change that rule.
I said, what would you do? Like, if what they going, what y'all fans going to do when the NBA bans crowd for one game or a couple games? Mm-hmm. Like, because they don't want to take the PR hit. Because y'all keep wilding out. You're not going to have nothing. You're not going to have a game to go to.
And then you'll be like, oh, the NBA sucks because
then you mad at the NBA.
They don't let fans in anymore.
Yeah.
Why don't they let fans in anymore? Educate me on that. How come?
Yeah, because they don't want another Malice at the Palace.
Right.
They don't want to see that again. That was horrible. That was nasty. Funny watching it, but it was nasty.
Yeah.
They was in the crowds. Like I said, y'all think it was for all? Yeah. So, all that to say, yeah. Bob and Karens, y'all know. I mean, we know what time it is. Was that it? I think that's all. Was that all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So on that note, before we wrap this thing up too, gotta give Shano Friday. Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
The Impact of Influence book tour is coming to the DMV. Yeah. So if y'all remember a couple shows ago, we had the authors come on. That was a really powerful show we did.
The impact and influence.
Talking to just men, Chip Baker, and a lot of, I think 17 different authors came together, wrote this book. It's talking about their experiences and influence and things like that, and how it shaped their lives, and some of their stories. And now they're telling these stories and giving back and sharing some of their knowledge and wisdom.
Absolutely.
And so it's a bestseller book now, and they've been doing the tour all over the country. So we get a chance to host them in the DMV. So Friday, 7 p.m. I know we're going to be down at the University of Maryland Hotel, down UMD, doing a book signing, doing a celebration.
Right. That's June 6th, right?
What is it? Yeah, I think it is something like that. I don't even know Friday's date. That's sad. I'm old. This Friday, no, Friday's the 4th. That's right.
Oh, okay.
This Friday, June 4th.
Okay.
So now we'll be down there. Come through. If you around, y'all available, come through. Get a copy. Meet the authors. I'm excited,
Right.
See Chip.
Honestly, I'm about to get a copy and get it signed by all of them.
Yeah. So we coming through, man. So that was exciting. So shout out to Chip. Chip, like if you listen to this, that's the dude right there.
Right. We appreciate you.
Yeah. So
I think appreciate all the authors.
Yeah. I think that's about it.
Yep. Can't wait to read the book. Can't wait to go to that show. And can't wait to get out of this pandemic.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we're getting there, but also we're not, because we can't just look at the US in this situation. We got to look at the whole world and how COVID is affecting them.
Yeah. And
it's not just us.
Yeah. A lot of places ain't looking good, man.
Right.
So hopefully we continue to do what we got to do and we keep pushing through.
Absolutely.
So we'll see. But yeah, we're wrapping this thing up, man. It's been real. And we'll figure it out. Next week, y'all, just keep chugging along. Stay safe.
Yeah. Also, I think we're gonna keep saying this on this podcast too. Mind your business. If you it's the one thing you can do to keep yourself safe and probably keep the ones around you safe. Honestly.
Yeah. Mind your business. You and yours, stick to that. Self-explanatory, right?
Yeah.
All right. So on that note, y'all, we, like I said, till next week, be safe out there. We out. Peace.